When looking back at the 2017 recruiting class, you will notice some names such as Jalen Phillips, Najee Harris, Cam Akers, Chase Young, Jeff Okudah, and Jerry Jeudy, who were all top 25 players in the nation coming out of that class. But in today's video, I'm not going to be talking about any of them. I'm going to be talking about the guy in this class who held the most offers ever coming out of high school, and that is none other than Anthony Hines III. In today's video, this is B. Kelly back again with another banger video, and we're going to be talking about what happened to Anthony Hines III. Before I continue on with the video, I would highly appreciate it if you smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already, as it does help the channel grow more as we are on the road to 10K. Now, let's get into it. To start off this video, I am going to kick it all the way back to Plano East High School in Plano, Texas, where Anthony Hines III played his entire high school football career at. As a freshman in the 2013 season, he was an immediate impact player that was already causing havoc. He had 125 total tackles, 12.5 tackles per game, 9 sacks, 3 forced fumbles, and 1 fumble recovery, all in 10 games. As a sophomore in 2014, Plano East High School's record would take a hit from the season prior, as they went from 6-4 to 1-9 in one season, and Anthony Hines would face some injury issues this season as well, as according to Max Preps, he would only play in a total of 5 games. But he still balled out. Don't get it mixed up. He had 65 total tackles, 31 tackles coming solo, 3 sacks, 1 forced fumble, and 1 fumble recovery. In his junior campaign in the 2015 season, he was back to 100% yet again, and he would improve his game even more, and so did Plano East as a team. Plano East in this season went 7-4, and Anthony Hines had his best season yet, as he had 205 total tackles, 113 of them being solo, 20.5 tackles per game, 9 sacks, 4 forced fumbles, and 1 fumble recovery. Now, let me just say this real quick. If you think his junior season was his best season yet, just get ready for his senior campaign in 2016. As a senior, he by far had his best season yet, and he was a captain of the team. In this season, he had 245 total tackles, 138 of them being solo, 6 sacks, 2 interceptions, 5 forced fumbles, and 1 fumble recovery. Plano East as a team in this season would end up going 6-5. He would cap off his high school career with 640 total tackles, 364 solo tackles, 27 sacks, 2 interceptions, and 13 forced fumbles as a 4-year starter at Plano East High School. Not only that, but in his senior campaign at Plano East High School, he was the Defensive Player of the Year, according to the Associated Press. Before I talk about his ranking coming out of high school, I just want to touch on his recruitment just a little bit. Anthony started to get recruited as an 8th grader in middle school when his father was sending his film to colleges across the nation, and the first offer he picked up came from Mississippi State. After he got the offer from Mississippi State, before he even went to high school, he would pick up 2 more offers from schools such as Akron and Montana. His recruitment would really pick up a lot of steam as a freshman in high school during the winter once he picked up an offer from Navy. His father said once he got Navy, he picked up at least 1 or 2 offers a month. Then it went to 2 or 3 a week. By the time he was heading into his sophomore year of high school, he already had 48 total offers. By the time it was all said and done, Anthony Hines III would end up having a total of 90 Division I offers coming out of high school. Coming out of the 2017 recruiting class, according to the 24/7 Sports Composite rankings, Anthony Hines would end up ranking as a high 4-star recruit, ranked as the 65th best player in the nation, the number 2 inside linebacker, and the number 8 player in the state of Texas. Also in this class, he would rank as the number 4 linebacker if you include inside and outside linebackers together, only being behind Baron Browning, Dylan Moses, and Jacob Phillips. Now, being someone coming out of high school that had 90 total Division I offers, making your decision coming out of high school is not an easy one to do, especially when you have top teams left and right trying to get you to go to their school. He would end up committing in early December, and according to his father, his top 3 schools that he was narrowing it down to were Texas A&M, TCU, and UCLA, and the race was primarily between Texas A&M and TCU in the very end. But the school he would end up deciding to go to was none other than Texas A&M of the SEC. As a true freshman in the 2017 college football season at Texas A&M, he was an immediate impact player, as in 13 games played in this season, he had 33 total tackles, 19 of them being solo, 6 tackles for loss, 3 sacks, 1 fumble recovery, and 1 forced fumble, and he would be named to an all-SEC freshman team. He was expected to have a much bigger role with Texas A&M as a sophomore in 2018, but unfortunately that would not be the case, as he would only play in 1 game, getting hurt in that 1 game, and having a season-ending injury in which he would have to redshirt that whole season. As a redshirt sophomore in 2019, he would have his best season yet, as in 13 games played for the Aggies, he had 73 total tackles, 39 tackles coming solo, and 10.5 tackles for loss. Going into 2020, he was expected to be one of the best players on that defense and was expected to make a huge jump in his game and help be a leader on that Texas A&M team that was trying to show everyone that they were going to be a top team in college football and try and compete for the SEC title. This would not be the case, however, as he would end up opting out of the 2020 college football season, and this would be his final year at Texas A&M, as he would declare his name for the 2021 NFL Draft, officially ending his time as an Aggie. In his career at Texas A&M, he had 106 total tackles, 58 of them being solo, 16.5 tackles for loss, 3 sacks, 1 fumble recovery, and 1 forced fumble. Near the end of that 2020 campaign, not many people were expecting him to declare his name for the 2021 NFL Draft. And unfortunately, when the NFL Draft did come by, he did not hear his name called at all during the NFL Draft, and he would become an undrafted free agent. Shortly after the draft, he would sign an undrafted free agent deal with the Dallas Cowboys. Anthony Hines' time with the Dallas Cowboys would not be very long, as during the preseason he would sustain an injury, then he would ultimately be released because of it. He is currently a free agent. Well guys, if you guys have made it this far in the video, remember to smash that like button, turn on them post notifications, and subscribe for more videos. B. Kelly, out.